front room would love you to watch along as they enjoy their first dance.
Love you, Chris.
It can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. 'Cause you're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone. And I'm stuck on your heart. Tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be dead. I sing started every night and every day. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I can be in a better place. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone.
Hi everybody, welcome to Lake Placid. On behalf of Phyllis and Christine, the Schofield family, the Wilson family, we're happy to have you all make the trip here to lovely Lake Placid. We're sorry the weather couldn't cooperate a little bit, but if you're familiar with Schofield weddings, this is the norm for us. But we thank everybody for making the trip. A lot of people came a long way. For that, everybody was very appreciative. This is the part of the evening that scares my daughter to death. She never knows what I'm going to say. But we had a lovely ceremony out in Aspen a couple weeks ago, and we're glad you're all here this evening. So we can say congratulations and welcome, and hope for Christine and Chris to have a long, healthy, and loving relationship. Congratulations.
At this point, I'd love to introduce Anthony Pisano, who is the best man.
Nice and close. Well, I got a loud voice. I don't know. Guys, I'm Anthony, Christopher's best man, best friend. Just so you know, I think we have the place till about 10 p.m. 11. Okay, so you don't need to remember the time. About 10:59, Chris's father will be coming around with garbage bags to clean up. Remember that? So get out. All right? Just so you know. But seriously, thank you everybody for being here tonight. I know Christopher and Christine really appreciate it. And I know a lot of people travel a long way, so thanks again. I know they're super grateful for everybody that's here. And for those of you who were late, well, sorry for you for two reasons. One, you missed a great cocktail hour. And two, well, congratulations. You have now put yourself in a position for Christopher to remind you how you were late to his wedding. And he knows who you are. And he will remind you the next time he sees you, and the next time, and the next time, and the next time. See, Christopher has a great memory, but he's even better at what I like to call throwing quick jab reminders. So it's kind of a way of him saying, I love you, but I really never forget. I got a couple things here for you. Yeah, don't be too scared. So Christopher and I have known each other our whole lives. We're actually third line of Dolce Pizzano's. Our grandparents were best friends. Chris's father and my father were best friends. And now here I am speaking at his wedding. So, I know our things are each other's weddings, but I really enjoyed sitting down to write this speech. A lot of good memories, a lot of laughs came up. I didn't really know which route I wanted to go. I could have very easily went the funny, embarrassing story route, which probably would have sounded something like how he was designated fence hopper whenever the ball went over in somebody else's yard. Something along that. How he always lost in knee football down in the basement. I think I am about 136 and 0. I would have been your #1 fantasy football choice for about 15 years. Maybe something along the line of how he always felt for his father, Chris's date in our annual ping pong holiday tournaments. Or something like how he loved to do this, we will call seductive dance. One of his favorite songs, and Amanda knows exactly what I'm talking about, the movie Annie. It was called Easy Street. And he loved it growing up. And he loved doing a lot of dancing to it. Maybe he'll do it tonight. Or how he learned the lyrics to Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight. And I'm talking the entire 15-minute version. Maybe we can get that going tonight too. Or when he went through his extreme minimalist phase, where his bedroom consisted of a bed, a TV, an Xbox, and a pull-up bar. I don't even think there was a sheet of paper in there at one point. But instead, look, I'm going a different route. I'm going the more mature route. Because this is not my first rodeo, standing next to Christopher's side on a big day. And no, I'm not talking about the beautiful ceremony in Maroon Bells. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I'm referring to the fact that I am Christopher's confirmation sponsor. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know that. And listen, you might be saying to yourself, come on, Aunt, that really can't be true. You don't look a day over 30. And to those people, I'd say thank you. And if we were having this conversation last week, you would be right. But the reason I bring this up is because growing up, it was nothing, the only thing that mattered was us being together, nonstop. And that was just another opportunity for us to hang out. Growing up, I could pencil Amanda, and we also used to call him Quit growing up. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Well, maybe after last night a lot too, but we used to call him Quit. I could pencil Amanda and Quit in for 3 visits a week, easy, hanging out. And that was a weekly thing. And when we discovered the game of golf, well, we were practically lived at each other's houses. We were on the golf course, and I don't think either households liked us chipping and chewing up the grass in the backyard, probably more so due to the fact that we're not on the PGA Tour and probably won't get there, so you never know. It's still early. It's still early. That is how it's been. That is how it always will be. We've had a lot of good times, right? Had a lot of tough times, right? But no matter what, we've been, sorry. My wife says I need to be more emotional. It's my way of trying to be more emotional. No matter what, we've always been by each other's side. That's how it's been. That's how it always will be. We're missing some people tonight, unfortunately, but they are here in spirit. And I can say with full confidence that they are extremely proud of the man that you become and of the husband that you will be to Christine. I can say that with confidence. Sorry, I usually don't get like that, but they say good friends that go without seeing each other for a while need some time to catch up, have some laughs, right? But a brother, right? A brother, you can go without seeing him for quite some time, and the next time you see him, it's like neither of you ever left. And that's the way it always is.
That's true.
That bond will always be there, and that bond is inseparable. Different, but similar to the bond that you and Christine share. So when Christopher told me about Christine, it was on the way to a Jet game. Probably was already in a bad mood because I figured they were probably going to lose anyway. But first thought that went through my mind was that poor girl, she has no idea what she has done. It all started with a Regents prep course. I've never seen anybody so excited to attend a Regents prep course on a weekend. And he passed. He passed. Because if he didn't, we probably wouldn't be here today, because Christopher, in his dry humor, would have found a reason to blame Christine for him not passing. And Christine, being the strong, independent woman that she is, would have said in the kindest and sweetest way, to hit the road. You've had a lot of time to build up now at this point, so I don't know how much sympathy I do have left, but just going back to the bond real quick, and I will wrap this up. I've probably been up here for a while, but I had an opportunity to sit down with Christopher and Christine after everybody just went to bed in Aspen, and for the record, Christopher was actually the one that was ready to go to bed, not Christine. I want that on record, so I needed to give you that credit because we were the only three there. But I had an opportunity to sit down with Christopher and Christine, and we were talking about the wedding bands and how it's sometimes when you first, it feels weird or it feels like it's going to fall off, this, that, the other thing. And the thing that stuck out in my mind, the thing that made me realize that these two beautiful people were going to be together forever was when Christine said, it's not about the ring. It's never been about the ring, right? It's about the bond that the two of you share. I don't know if you thought I was going to remember that, but that stuck with me. And the point is that's the bond that kept Christopher and I together all of our life. And that's the bond that's going to keep Christopher and Christine together for the rest of their life. So I just want to raise a toast to the newlyweds. Could not be happier for you guys. I love you. Cheers. Cheers.
incredibly happy I am to be standing up here and to be celebrating this love that I have had the honor of personally watching grow for the last 12 years. I'd also like to take a little bit of credit because I feel like I'm partly responsible for Christine even coming into existence. So I am the middle of the 3 Schofield sisters and stuck in the middle of 4 kids total. Now, everybody says the middle child is the worst spot to be. We have all these issues, we develop these complexes. But as I grew older, I realized that, at least to me, the middle is actually the best spot to be. I get a little bit of everything. I have an older sister for guidance and wisdom. I have an older brother for protection and to toughen me up. But while we were growing up, they were older, they had friends in the neighborhood, they were always going out after school and playing with everybody, and they didn't want their pesky little sister around. So, when I was around 4, I begged my mom to give me a little sister, somebody that I could have as a best friend forever, yes, and my dad. Somebody that could be my best friend forever and somebody that I can play with for life. That's exactly what I got the day Christine was born. My mom didn't tell me at the time that I also had to share my room and basically every single thing that I owned for the next 15 years. Still, but it all worked out. Now, the only thing that I didn't have was a younger brother, which I can finally and officially say, as of today, I have one of the best younger brothers that anybody can ask for. And definitely the one with the most chiseled jawline. So, Chris, I guess here's where I would say welcome to the family, but you've been in it for a long time now, so you know what you got yourself into. Christine never talked too much about boys growing up, even to me, her older sister. I know there had been a few here and there, but nothing too serious. Which is why I remember so vividly the first time Chris came to our house. All of us were very intrigued, maybe a little protective because she was the youngest. But then we found out that he was a Catholic schoolboy that she met in science review class, and we knew we had nothing to worry about. Which then prompted my brother Tim to haze him a little bit by making him recite both the Our Father and the Hail Mary in front of everybody to prove his credibility. Needless to say, he passed, and soon won over not only the Schofield siblings, but my parents as well. So as I said, Christine is the baby of the family, the little sister that I had begged for. And most people just assume that the younger sister looks up to and admires the older sister. And while that is the case sometimes, no one talks about the other way around. For me, it was always easy to admire and learn from Christine, for many reasons. First, her sense of adventure and bravery, her compassion, mainly for animals rather than people, but still. Her rather dry but incredibly funny sense of humor. But the one thing that I have always admired the most about Christine is her sense of knowing exactly who she is and what she wants. It's a trait that I have learned throughout my life. It's something that's very rare and unique to find in a person. She has had this quality at a very young age. I can honestly say that she is the most authentic and most real person that I've ever encountered. And for that, I not only admire her, but I have a true respect for her. If ever I need an opinion or some kind of advice, I know I can ask her and get the most honest answer without her sugarcoating anything. And it's this authenticity that makes Christine truly special. Growing up, she didn't try to be like anyone else. She was just herself. She wasn't interested in being like me or like Elizabeth. She was just Christine, and she did it well. I'll give you a recent example. A few months ago, I was giving away some clothes Like any good sister, I saved them until Christine was back from Colorado so she could go through it. There had to be at least 3 garbage bags full of clothes. Nice dresses, nice shirts, some expensive blazers I had from work. So after a while, I go into Christine's room to see how it's going and see what she picked. She had 2 things set aside on her bed. The first thing was a flannel shirt, right up her alley, perfect. Not surprised there. The second thing was a red and white striped winter hat with a pom-pom on it that I had worn as a Where's Waldo Halloween costume 6 years ago. I asked her if she was serious, but I already knew the answer. Her response was, yeah, why not? It goes with everything. She then proceeded to put it on with the flannel shirt, and guess what? She pulled it off. She actually recently sent me a photo last month of her wearing it hiking. But that's who Christine is. And there's no doubt in my mind that this is one of the many reasons that Chris fell in love with her. When Chris and Christine are together, you know by the way they look at each other and the way they constantly make each other laugh that you are in the presence of 2 people who are truly in love. Being married is not easy, but neither is growing up in love for 12 years. I am personally both excited and honored to watch you continue on this journey. You guys have been on many, many adventures together, but I am positive that you will make marriage your greatest adventure of all. And I can only wish you both all the love and happiness in the world. So, if everybody can join me in raising their glass and toasting, yeah, I'll take that one. And toasting to the new Mr. and Mrs. Dolce. Oh, Carolyn.
Some of you have known Chris and Christine for their entire lives, and others for just a few years. Some of you are more local, and others have traveled quite a far distance. There are people here from 10 different states.
Oh, wow.
But no matter how you know them or where you've come from, it has taken a lot for each of you to get here. Who would have thought that gathering together to celebrate people we love would be such a big and courageous act? But after what we've all been through over the last year and a half, that's exactly what it is. So I want to acknowledge each of you for being here in the room with us today, and all it took for you to get here. I also want to acknowledge our friends and our family members who we're missing because the world is a different place right now and they couldn't make it. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you. Courage seems to be a pervasive theme lately, and it certainly applies to marriage. Chris and Christine, you may not know this yet, but getting married is a super courageous decision. It requires so much trust. Not that things go perfectly, because they will not, but that you and the other person both have the courage and willingness to face things when they don't. I see so much courage in both of you and how you've built your life so far. I've watched the 2 of you continue to create and navigate life together. Your decisions have led you on many adventures. Cross-country trips, moving to Colorado, getting your dog Odin, owning a home. All of these have been bold, brave decisions that have made your lives even more fun and magical and satisfying. And I know that it's so much easier to do brave things when you're doing them together. I cannot wait to see what life has in store for both of you. And through all of the good and the bad, and the ups and the downs that are inevitable for all of us in life, I'm so glad to know that you'll be in it together, with and for each other. May you remain courageous, loving partners, and advocates of each other. All the blessings.
lost my senses, spinning through